Hey guys, welcome to the Rambling Gypsy podcast. My name is Tiffany Foy, and this is my girlfriend Kel, and this is our porch. If it's your first time to join us, this is where we talk about all the good things, we solve all the problems, and we are very fortunate to be porchnet on our porch. So,
yeah, we are. Welcome back.
We are, yeah. So, what'd you do? Anything? Let's talk. We're so excited.
Let's see. What did we do?
What'd you do this weekend?
Oh, we got to go to a very special event in Austin. Once you survive the traffic between here and Austin, it's okay. And it was a movie screening. One of our dear friends got to be like executive producer of a movie, which was kind of weird and creepy, but I don't really do scary movies. But the whole thing was very cool. They had a dinner and there was actors and they're just introducing people that you don't realize are about to be in the movie that you're watching, and I just flew in from LA and but I was excited. I got to play dress up in your closet.
That was fun. You really don't hear about red carpet events in Texas.
Yeah, no, I think they did one in LA last weekend.
Nice.
And then this one was in Austin. There actually was the red carpet. There's pictures somewhere. I guess they're online because you're not supposed to take your own pictures in there.
Right. Yeah. So it's like big time deal, which is kind of ironic. It's kind of crazy. There is a lot of actors in Austin.
There is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize. I guess I'm not really into the film part of it, or
right.
Like there's a lot of people that are all about that life, and they were very proud to tell you about it.
I bet. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, it was pretty cool. So, we always talk about my wardrobe, and today is extremely casual and
not the day to talk about the wardrobe.
Not in very normal today, but whatever. Things go from weird to weirder in my closet, and some friends of ours were getting married, and they did a very gypsy theme. It was almost like Alice in Wonderland mixed with like gypsy-ish.
Mad Hatter.
Yes,
that was
yes.
incredible.
And it was they pretty much told everybody, this is the theme, this is what we want you to do for the wedding, and you would not believe how many people called and wanted me to dress them out of my closet.
Oh,
because that's
believe.
my normal attire. I'm the one that goes to the Ren Fair and everybody's saying,
and
"Oh my gosh, your outfit!"
Anything,
and I'm like, "No, I mean it just is."
I had all this.
It was just in my closet. It was just
you do.
It was just what I do. But yeah, so it was fun to get to dress you because Kel came and dug in my closet.
Of course I do. I don't even sweat when they invite me to stuff anymore. I'm like, oh, I got something to wear for that for sure. And then I'm like, okay, it's like tomorrow.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? And I need jewelry and I need shoes. Good thing we're the same size. Ready? Go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was awesome.
We did. We pulled it off. It was good.
Got a lot of compliments.
You looked so cute.
We always joke that
very
orange
handsome.
is not our color,
right?
Referring to the prison jumpsuits.
Everyone
was like, "Orange is
that's a different episode."
Orange is your color. I'm like, oh, thank you.
It's just a different type of orange, not jumpsuits. This is like a really. This was like a
stunning. I loved it.
Velvet.
And then we went into the bar, and everything was like a photo shoot. Like I just belonged in there. They had like ottomans that were the exact same material.
Yeah.
Austin was a good time, but I felt very old afterwards. That party shut down early. Everybody's pretty grown, or they're on LA time or whatever.
Yeah.
But we walked around 6th Street, and it was I felt very out of place.
Really?
My shoes are very comfortable.
You're welcome.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I'm all about a comfort zone.
Took them for a spin. But I was just like, wow, this doesn't even look like the same place. Like there's so many homeless people here, and no, but it was a very cool experience.
Nice.
Did the pedicab thing. Did the whole, I do have one souvenir from this trip to Austin.
So if you guys don't know about Kel and her fork, Kel likes to throw forks. She has temper tantrums.
That was an isolated incident.
And then we have another, let's talk about the other, this one wasn't a fork. This one was a wooden spoon.
Okay, that is a real story also.
Tell them about
in the Keys you can order, they have
scratching yourself with a fork. I know it's
This matched the rose gold jewelry that you set me up with, and because we had already joked about the fork, I was like, This is coming
She
home
sends me
with
a
me.
picture of this fork on her leg from the thing. I said, "Oh, you got
Can't
yourself
wait.
a souvenir? Or are you running around the red carpet event just poking people in the ass?"
I might have to. You never know. People
Behave.
get wild.
You're never going to get
People
invited
get
again.
wild.
Yeah.
I know, but I mean, I think I got pictures for the
Yeah.
one time.
Well, tell
But
them
in the
about your wooden spoon, because this is
In
hilarious.
the Keys, I think we ordered some, those concert snacks. They have like potatoes in a bowl. It's like potatoes and bacon and cheese and wonderfulness. And they give you a wooden spoon because there's no straws, there's no plastic.
Right, you're gonna save the
it's
turtles.
all eco-friendly, right? So they gave me an extra wooden spoon. I was like I was going to share or something. No, I stick that spoon
In her pocket.
in my jacket pocket, and I carried that thing around probably for 3 days.
You
and I
did.
just kept. You never know. You're gonna have to
Yeah,
whoop
with
somebody's
somebody
ass.
with a wooden spoon.
Yeah, don't make
But
me pull
mind
out
you,
my wooden spoon.
The spoon was half this size, and it was, half of the size of a fork. I mean, it was your typical little plastic ware from.
They thought I was just going to use it and throw it away, not carry it around
No,
threatening
she carried it
people.
around. She took it home.
I think, I probably still got it.
Yeah, it's probably either in your suitcase or still in your jacket pocket.
It very well could be, because I haven't worn that jacket again. Well,
Yeah.
that's a real story.
I mean, it's a good souvenir.
so
I
that
like
was
this
a
one.
fun.
That one's rather impressive.
You went to a show, I think, this weekend too, huh?
I did. What did I do this weekend? We went to Matt's show. Everybody, Matt Castillo, mattcastillomusic.com. Played at the Mavericks, and guess who he opened for?
Who's that?
Shut up. Diamond Rio.
Damn it! I knew I should have gone to that.
Oh my goodness.
Love me some Diamond Rio.
Took it back.
Damn it.
And then I was talking to producers in Nashville. We were discussing things, and I said, "You're never going to believe who I'm going to go see this weekend." And we were talking about it. He said, "Oh man," he said, "I've known those guys for such a long time." And he said, "It brings me back to the Restless Heart days." And I was like, "Shut
You speaking my
up."
language.
Exactly. It was so good. It was so good. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was really cool. It's really cool when you see guys like that you've been listening to forever and ever, and not trying to date myself, but whatever. And you just jump right back in it like it was yesterday, like all these
feel it.
songs.
Yeah,
oh
that's
my
how I
gosh,
feel.
it was so good.
Takes
it was
you right
so
back.
good. You don't miss a word, you don't miss a beat. You're just jamming. It was so good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they gave
Damn,
me a
sorry I
pick.
missed
Super
that.
nice dudes. Yeah, it was really cool. It was cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I heard you have a story to tell me about. Y'all, we talked about my hair and my Rosanna Donna. And
You have seen a lot of different hairdos.
and you will, and I'm going
the
to keep them
course.
coming. I'm going to keep them coming because that's just who I am. Yeah.
So shout out to hairdressers, because those are like magicians. Some of them.
Therapist.
Exactly.
Yep.
So yesterday, my boy had some appointments. He wanted to squeeze in a haircut. So I said, it's fine. I'm not going to mention any names. I'm not trying to do anything like that. But he had this place picked out where he likes to go get this particular hairstyle. It is a barbershop. It's a little bit hood. I am a little probably too white to be in there. I do not have like a little kid with special hair that needs to come to this barbershop.
Yeah.
Like it's not a pit bull. Like I don't have anything. He goes in, he has a picture. He's going to show the guy.
Right.
And
I remember doing that when I was a kid.
he shoes the guy. I'm like, he's 14. I'm gonna sit over here
Yeah.
and be cool.
Let him
and
handle it.
I watch, and his face is just like he's
His
like,
eyes are
this is my baby.
ginormous.
Like he's about to make me cry. I'm like, something is happening.
Yeah.
I like get up, and it's this picture is not at all what he had.
What type of so Riley, her son, he's got extremely thick hair. Like it's the hair that everybody wants. I mean,
And
it's like
somehow
thick, luscious
This
hair.
is called a burst fade. It's supposed to kind of be like
A what?
shaved burst fade. It's new to me too.
That
He's gonna
sounds
listen
like
to me. He's
something
like,
you would
"Damn it,
catch
Mom."
in a grocery store. I mean, like you
Okay.
might need a shot for that.
But I'm like, it's kind of
I mean,
weird.
like,
It's
so
kind of
do
weird.
you have the burst fade? You're gonna need a shot.
Clean
in the
that
ass.
up.
Yep.
Clean that up. Something wrong with you.
What is going on here?
So
Who comes
I'm-
up with this?
They're just
Wow.
making shit up now.
They
literally
kind of
are.
like my gypsy.
So I'm like, okay, fine. If that's what you think you want, like it's better than what you've got now. And I look, and this is a full-on mullet that this kid has now been shaped into. Super shaved on the side, like flat down with like square in the front, and then just straight, waterfall straight. No wave, I'm like, I do pay the man. I tip the man, and I had already
so
asked him.
he was not like looking like, he wasn't trying to do like a Theo Vaughn. And I clearly know that you're listening, Theo.
Yeah, he is.
And I love you. And my goal for my podcast is to have you on my show.
I dare you.
My porch cast. I'm just throwing that out there. But anyways, he was not trying to go for that kind of a style.
No.
What the
this
hell?
was not even close to
You're gonna have to throw this picture up on when we
I can't
when this,
believe
when we
I
talk about the
didn't
porch.
take a picture of this horrible mullet that I paid for. He gets in the car and I'm like, I can't even look at you. I don't even know. I don't even
Kel,
know.
that's not what you're supposed to say.
I don't even know if I can take you anywhere like this. Like, this is so bad.
We need to call Aunt Gypsy. She needs to get you another hat.
I literally was about to pull up Amber's number, like, okay, we need
Oh,
hair
yeah.
emergency.
Yes.
We cruise around the barbershop. There's another barbershop. He goes, oh, that's the place I heard about. He goes, I don't think they're open. And right then we see a man walk inside, and I cruise that corner again. I came back
so
around.
you went from one barber to another barber.
Straight away. This was moments. This is like 8 minutes that passed between this.
I can't believe you didn't call me hysterically freaking out.
I was on the verge. I was just like driving, and we had like 30 minutes to get to the next appointment, like a knee appointment.
Yeah.
So I like opened the door, and there's a lady and guy sitting in that barbershop, and I said, we have never been here before, but we have a hair emergency.
We have a situation.
Show them. And they were like,
take your yeah.
she's like, oh, baby boy,
Oh no.
come sit down. And I'm like, this just happened. I just paid for this. And the guy's like, ooh, we saw y'all getting out of the car.
Ooh.
Like, we were like, get that boy in here
Oh,
before
Lord.
they think we did that.
Did you put like a
Oh.
shirt on his head? Did he walk in with his hoodie over
It
his,
was,
you know how the
you
kids
know, like middle
hide.
school ain't bad enough.
right.
They can't wear the hoods anymore. He's on crutches. He got that haircut now. I took him in. They just had to shave it all the way off, just fade. And he's like, I had all grown this hair out for 6 months. And now just like that, chopped.
Poof.
Yeah. And that guy took his time. He did never say, like, I don't have any idea how to do this, or, hey, homeboy.
So it's now called a botched fade.
Oh, it was, I'm really
What's it called
upset.
first? A burst?
Burst.
So it went from a burst to a botch.
Oh my God, botched. He was about to miss the rest of your school.
Holy pickles.
There's no way. I couldn't take him anywhere like that. He's going to listen to this and like, why are you bringing up my haircut, Mom? I'm already mad enough. So anyway.
Oh, bless his heart. I can't believe he calls me about everything. I can't believe he didn't text
He's
you.
embarrassed. And then he got in the car and was like, if I ever tell you I want a mullet again of any kind, tell me no.
Tell you.
I told you
so
no.
now it's all your fault.
No, you're mad because I let you get the haircut that you thought you wanted.
You sat in the back seat.
You Googled this picture.
Right.
You showed this man.
You did.
I paid him. I drove you here. That
was
the
your
end of
job. That was your
Oh, Lord. So that was the day.
Wow. That's terrible.
Yeah. You know,
But
come on, man.
is he all right now?
I don't think so.
Nope.
Already texted me today.
So
He mad
this
about
is-
it.
Oh, he's going to be in therapy for a long time.
2
for this
haircuts
shit.
later.
2 haircuts later.
So, I'm going to give a shout out to Marissa at Santos Barbershop because
Way to go,
we walked
Santos.
right in and she saved the day. They didn't even hesitate.
Good Lord.
And then she was upset that she didn't take a picture of that before because that was like a hair rescue situation.
Yeah.
She's like, I should have put this on my damn website.
Right. It's kind of like before and after of my Rosanna Donna hair.
Exactly.
Then I come back later
Game
with
changer.
Total game changer.
Same. I finally got my color touched up. Got a little trim
Oh yeah, you were
action 'cause
losing your mind.
Oh, I'm in this grow out phase. It's real. I
But
made it to level 3.
You have done so good. Your patience has been extreme because your hair was super short.
Oh, yes, for a long time.
Yeah.
It's so easy. But then,
Yeah.
you know, this is a struggle. It is.
It is. And today in the society and the way that kids are so mean and hateful and oh my goodness, it's you just have never been so grateful for hats. And that's a whole
They can't wear hats at school, though.
what? How? Why?
That's a good question. These kids can wear ears or dog collars or whatever. And he's like, I can't wear a hat?
And
A ball cap?
the
Yeah.
what is happening with the fifis? The
Fairy? Fuzzy?
yeah,
Furry.
what is I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't even
can't-
have the patience to read the shit.
I can't
because
either. I can't get into that, but how are you going to allow that? Because it's not distracting, but a ball cap is distracting.
But a ball cap is distracting. Jeez,
I'm like, look, you have
Christ.
like 18 more days of school. Let's just get through this. Your hair will grow.
You know, I saw an article. It doesn't matter where.
Somewhere.
Yeah, Nemo, Dory,
Squirrel.
Woo-hoo. Yeah, squirrel. Where it was talking about how teachers, and it was talking about the pay that teachers get paid and all the BS that they have to go through, which is just unbelievable. I remember when I was a kid and my mom's best friend and her other best friend were teachers by trade their entire life. And it had gotten so bad then. And it was because of all the testing and stuff that they wanted to do with the kids and all the things that they had to do to accomplish these tests and and they're being graded on being graded and then being graded because their grade was not the grade it was supposed to. I mean, what? Shut up. Like, stop. You literally
we need to pay those teachers.
Ran them completely out of the industry. And, but my gosh, this was 40 years ago and some change. And can you imagine them in today? But this article particularly was about how teachers should quit, and I'm sure this is going to raise a bunch of hoopla, but it's our porch and we can talk about whatever we want to talk about. But it really made perfect sense because it was talking about teachers quitting their job and homeschooling and charging,
people.
Yes, and how it would take their pathetic salary and get them paid what they need to be paid. Then your kids wouldn't have the BS. When you think about it, it all made perfect sense.
I'm not
I was
saying I'm
like,
against it.
Right.
Lord knows
but,
these teachers put up with a lot, and I don't know how anybody can find it in their heart to still thank you for your service.
Seriously.
And I mean that
Seriously.
because, man.
Yeah, we had one episode when we were talking about, where we were talking on the porch and we were saying, about gifting your teachers. And I said, don't feel bad about going to the liquor store. Yes.
Bar gift cards.
Seriously.
There
Give
are people
them.
too. They need a break. They about to get their summer break. That's the only thing I'm jealous about teachers.
But, nowadays, almost half of them don't take a summer break anymore. They teach summer school.
Or they have another job.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because, we're really investing in our future here.
I know. They're raising our future. They're
And
helping us and doing everything.
And them
they
kids
have,
are bad.
Girl.
Those kids aren't scared. They don't get whoopings.
No.
Nothing.
You can't do, you can't.
Mm-mm.
You can't.
I don't care.
No. Speaking of getting poked with a fork. Woo.
See?
My daddy used to pop my knuckles with the damn butter knife.
Ooh.
Yeah, tell me
That's
that wouldn't.
Catholic school shit
Well,
right there.
look at these bony knuckles I have.
Man.
Yeah.
Ow.
Boy, you learn real quick.
Yeah.
You gonna put your elbows on the table again?
Bet
I
you're not.
think not. Do I put my elbows on the table today? Absolutely not. It only took one time.
That shit stays with you.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Maybe we should start poking people with forks. That's a good concept you got.
Listen,
You
it's
know.
not going to hurt that bad. It's enough to stop you.
It's enough to get your attention.
My friend Holly will probably tell you otherwise.
Well, that we'll have to bring her on and talk about how she got
That one time.
Yeah, we're talking about word of the days, and we started that last week, and that's funny that because I was about to say it is boop. Boop. You can take your fork and you can just give them a boop.
Because you use that word like
Deal.
yeah,
Just like the word deal.
and then boop, there
And
it
I
was,
didn't
and
right.
then boop,
And
it was
then-
gone.
Yeah. Or I take Camus, my little bulldog, and I go, do you need a boop? And I boop his little nose. Yep, because he needs boops. Or I use it as, did you go outside and go boop? So it's like Betty boop and poop. So you got booped. You get
Universal.
booped. You get, did you boop? Did you?
You got booped.
Did you go? So that could be, you got shit on. You got
Something had happened to you.
you got booped. Yeah. Or
Oh no,
did
you got booped.
Or did you boop?
Is it on me?
Yeah. Did that bird just boop you? Or did you just, yeah.
It could have done a flyby, or it could have booped on you.
It could have booped. But I was going to say, yeah, are you
That's a
running
good one.
around poking everybody with this? There you go. It's boop. That's with the B-O-O-P. Boop.
Call me Kelly Boop for a reason.
Yeah. Me and Nick were talking yesterday about some boop. And I said, I'm kind of like the cross between Cher and Betty Boop and the Cranberries. She said, what? And I said, yeah. I said, do you know who the Cranberries are? And she was
She
like,
had to Google them.
well, I was really shocked. She didn't. She knew who the
Okay.
Cranberries was. I was so proud. If y'all don't know who the Cranberries are, you need to
Look 'em up.
Look them up. That is some good stuff. But yeah, so then she said she was going to rename my whatever, my boop in her phone, and she was going to rename it to the fairy,
Beep, boop, 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 boop.
the fairy godmother. I said, that's it. Our relationship is over.
Fairy boop mother.
Right now.
Booping.
I swear to pickles, if I open up her phone and it has a picture of the fairy godmother with her, I'm gonna
Little
lose.
magic wand.
I'm gonna lose my shit. Yeah,
She's probably doing it right now,
Yeah,
too.
she is.
She's like,
bad.
oh, thanks for
She's
reminding
bad.
me.
That's why her and Camus are compadres.
Meant for each
because,
other.
yeah,
That's
they
her
are.
baby.
Oh my God, there's something else. Yeah, they just run around and boop each other all the time. Yeah. Yep. So, we talked about things that are coming up, and we're just going to revisit those for those of you guys that didn't catch on that. We do have some fun stuff coming up at Gypsy River Resort, May 11th. If you guys are in town or around town,
Or coming town.
or coming to town, you guys come hang out. We have Rock Me a River Festival. It's the first one, and yeah, the kids are putting it together. So Gypsy River Resort, May 11th. There'll be floating, there'll be music, there'll be cold beer, there'll be all kinds of fun stuff. So
A
you guys,
good time.
you guys come and hang with us. And then we also are cleaning up the river. We wanted to visit that again. You guys come and help us. Sunday, May 19th. We're going to start around 11. It's free. You guys come. No free parking, free everything. We're just going to go and fill the rafts and clean up the river. So you guys come if you don't have
Test
anything.
run.
Yeah.
See
yep.
what's going on.
See how much trash we can get out of the river before river season starts.
Because Memorial Day weekend
is when
is upon
the
us.
shit show.
So come out
starts
for
to
one last
happen.
weekend before
Yep.
it gets wild. Celebrate, have a good time, take some pictures, check in.
Then I think we should. So I've mentioned it before, kind of like your temper tantrums with your fork. I'm not trying to bring up old shit, but
Yeah,
I'm
you
going to
are.
anyways. Then we need to take a beach trip. We haven't been in a very long time. And Kels has taught me in the last couple years to take a deep breath, to relax, to enjoy the things that we work so hard for, because I never seemed to do that. I am a workaholic, and
Nobody will make you stop. You'll just keep going and going. There will always be another problem. There will always be things that come up that need your attention. Like, you just literally have to be like,
right.
that's it. I'm out.
And then that's when we took our calendar hardcore into play, and we decided years ago that
Yeah.
and it was really cool, and it was a really cool, I think that was a really cool special bond in our relationship. And it is because, and it's kind of crazy now that I'm thinking about it, how when you remember certain things in your friendships and your relationships with people. But I remember when we said, let's put this on the calendar, and when
then
we
it's gonna
put things on the calendar, that we have to take them seriously. And we take our calendar very, very, very serious. And that was really one of the biggest strong points in our
We
relationship.
threaten, you know what we need to do? You know
we
what we
need-
should do? I'm like, no, let's stop right now. We're
Yep.
looking at the calendars. What about this weekend? Put it
Put
on
it
there.
on the calendar.
It's happening.
And we did, and it was so cool because Kel called me, and it was like a week before. She's looking at the calendar, and she's like, "Hey, we had the beach trip scheduled on the calendar." And I was like, "Yeah, we do." I said, "What time do you want me to pick you up?" And you're like, "Wait, what? Really? Like,
We're still doing it.
we're really gonna go?" And I was like, "Yeah, Kel, it's on the calendar. I mean, it's happening." And you were so happy and so like. That never happens
Because
before.
people flake.
They
you
do.
know, we'll set things up and then like, oh, I just can't. I'm like, I know I have friends that flake. They're notorious for flaking.
Right.
I'm like, if you're down, I'm still down. Like,
Hell
let's do this.
And we did. And we had the absolute
Yeah, we
best
did.
freaking time. And so now we have made that. Obviously, we take our calendar very serious, but we've also made it into a tradition where we go, and certain times of the year we take a kid
Yep.
trip, then we take a non-kid trip,
Another
then we take a
non-kid trip.
non-kid trip. We never take a husband trip. We always leave them away. And but that's when we started our self-appointed HOA.
Oh, yes.
So good. And we have not enlightened our porch casters or
no.
our porch people
Yeah,
about our
I mean, a lot
self-appointed
of those people,
HOA.
a lot of people live there, but some of them are just beach houses. So
Right.
it's like a eclectic little group of
it's
decorations.
right.
And
From one
things.
house to the next, you don't know what is going to happen. It's like literally an episode of Twilight Zone in certain different areas. And it's pretty wild. You've got condos, you have, like you said, there's rentals, there's some that are Airbnbs, there's some subdivisions that don't let you do any of that.
We've done some research and driven
we
around.
we have. So yeah, we get, Lizzo's her name. That's our golf cart down there. And so Kel and I have gone, we've hung out on the beach and we've enjoyed ourselves, and then we'll come home and take a cruise on the golf cart, sing us some, Kel and her music. We got to sing us some good songs. And I love my music too, but yeah, she's in control.
Playlist.
She's the DJ. The playlist is key.
She's a driver.
Yeah.
I'm the DJ.
But we literally have gone around and decided that we just self-appointed. I mean, there needs to be
Some kind of regulation.
some kind of something. And I have such a love-hate relationship for the HOA. As you very well know, I've got episode in my house here in town, and they don't like me and I don't like them. I feel like they're bullies.
They are, and they have all these rules and stuff.
They do. And I get that you have to have rules. I understand that. And I'm not trying to break the rules. But, well, I said not.
Trying.
Yeah, that was a lie. Shit.
You're not trying not to
I
break
mean,
the rules.
I just booped that all up.
Yup. Boop. Sorry,
Yes.
guys.
No.
Ma'am, do you have a horse in your front yard?
Is that a... Yeah.
Are you washing it? What's happening? Is the soap running down the driveway? They're breaking like 3 rules right here.
Well, I'm very honest when I break them, and I tell them, like I told them the last time, and that's where it got bad.
You got too honest?
Well, I said things that I probably should have not said, and y'all already know that that's me. Shit's gonna come out of my mouth, and blah blah blah.
That's a thing.
It is what it is. I yelled some profanity.
Okay, there it is.
At the little feller. But
his heart.
I know. Yeah, I would say he was cute, but he wasn't.
He was a messenger.
He was so mad. He
shot him
was
down.
so mad. But that particular day, so I had a horse that had an injury, very, very bad injury. And he had stayed at my vet's house, which they're literally my besties. You know that. And shout out to Country Hills and Dr. Kenny Patton. I love you, KP. And Yaya. And so anyways, my horse had literally, he had slipped and fallen. Him and Shandy and I were playing and slipped and literally filleted his leg open. I mean, it was horrible, horrible injury. So KP had him, and then KP took him to his house, and it was Thanksgiving. And so because the kids, that's where, they're all grown and everybody's got to go from one to this, and you have got divorced, and you all know about my baggage and shit. Yeah. So you got to go, and it's so stressful. And I grew up that way, and it was just stressful. And I swore I would never put my kids through all that and the hurting the feelings and blah, blah, blah. So we would wait and do our Thanksgiving either a week after or just to make everybody's life just easier. And so, I had brought Shandy home, and he had to stay in a confined area. So he had to stay. You couldn't just let him. He had to have water therapy. Is where you.
But we're talking a full-grown horse.
Yes,
not the
little.
Okay.
We're talking, and this is a big draft
the
horse.
joke I was making, I'm talking about the little baby horse.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about a big draft horse. And
so did you just take him into the yard?
So I put, kind of. I mean, he had to get his exercise and things. So
the neighbors are just like.
Funny how my voice just changed and I went to a slight whisper. I know. Yeah. I'm going to poke you with your own fork here in a minute, Kel.
We're fine here.
Yeah. She takes it away and moves it.
I need a fork holder.
Yeah, you need a fork
chair.
holder. Oh my gosh. So I did. So I take Shandy home, and he's in the trailer at night, and then, or during the day or whatever. And then I would take him out and walk and do exercise and what have you. Well, at the back of our subdivision at the time, there was a particular lot that had this beautiful green grass. It was probably Tifton or something that's, and I would take him walking. And that weekend we had our Thanksgiving dinner, and the guys were all inside watching football. And so I said, well, I'm going to go take Shandy out for a walk. It was a beautiful day. And so I walk him over to this pasture, which is not, I mean, it's not really, it's just an open lot in between houses, which is way back in the cul-de-sac. There was maybe 2-3 houses. I take it for a walk. Our subdivision's tiny. You can go around this, basically a circle.
But it's a regular subdivision. Like, don't.
Yeah, it is. It's gated.
It's unusual to see someone walking a
well, these families
horse.
And the kids are, oh my gosh, there was one picture and Shandy's just loving life. And, he's just so sweet, so beautiful. And so these kids are taking pictures and they're like, oh my goodness. And everybody's just so happy. And
Mama, she has a horse.
Yes, they're bringing carrots. And one of the neighbors came out and she was like, does he like a kumquat? And I said, a what?
A what?
Excuse me?
I don't even know if I like that.
I know. Are you saying that? Is that PG? What are we talking about?
I don't know what she just said to me.
I don't know, but I'm kind of offended. I was
don't
like,
think my horse should eat that.
I don't think we should do
We're going to go eat that grass.
Yeah. You can keep your kumquats to yourself. And, but anyways, he did like them. And so we go around, and so then I take him back over to the open lot, and then I'm letting him graze, and I'm thinking this car pulls up, and I'm thinking, oh hi,
they want to
take another picture, yeah, and
$5,
yeah, and then he says, excuse me, ma'am, and I said, yeah, hi, and I'm just letting Shady.
Is that your horse?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and says, is that your horse? And I was like, nah,
I'm just
nope,
walking him.
Just.
Walking him for
I don't
a
know.
friend.
Found him. Thought I would just.
I'm horse sitting.
Yeah, right. And literally like 2 minutes before he pulled me over, which is what I felt like. I was like, bro, where's your siren at? We have one on Lizzo. Yeah, when we do our self-appointed HOA, and we're writing tickets.
We are going to write tickets.
Yes, we're going to do our little machine thing that we talked about.
Most offensive front entryway.
Yeah, and he said, well, are you from around here? And I said, yeah, I live right there. And I turn around and I point at my house, and my house is on a corner. And the way my house sits on my lot, it's a big L. So you can't miss it. If you're on one side of the street, you see my house. You're on the other side of the street, you see the other half of the house. And at that particular time, we had a boat in the driveway or on the side of the street.
The number of vehicles is alarming.
I know. We had a golf cart in the thing, which is, again, if you go
against the rules,
flip to page number 879 in the HOA, blah, blah, blah.
Section
you
C.
You cannot have a trailer. You cannot have a boat. You cannot have golf carts.
Barbecue trailer.
Barbecue pit.
Horse.
Yeah. Well, that particular day, I turn around and I said, yeah, I live right there. And he goes, oh, you live here? I said, yeah, I do. And he goes, you do realize you can't have horses in the subdivision? And I said, oh, shit, you have got to be kidding me. Are you fucking kidding me right now? I said, who are you? And he goes, well, I'm the HOA. I said, really?
You got a name?
Yeah, exactly. I said, oh, and I mean, I go from 0 to, I went straight past 60. I went straight past 300. Look at me, my blood, is my thing popping out my forehead right now. I'm about to throw my shoe. I'm just getting big mad. And yes, and I turn around and I look, and instantly I think, oh, I have broken every single rule. This could not have happened at a better time. And I said, you have got to be kidding me. I said, this horse has got a major injury. I said, it's a holiday. Everyone is closed. And I said, he stays in my trailer. I said, I only have him here for the weekend. And he goes, well, you do realize that you cannot have horses here. And I said, Moose Frobby.
I can do it. I can do it.
Yes. And I'm thinking to myself, dear Lord, can we all just bow our heads
forgive
for a
me
moment?
for I have
Because
sinned.
I am about to sin. I am about to say, ooh, I was big mad. I can just feel my cheeks getting red talking about it. And I said, so when you write this letter that you're going to send me to tell me that I cannot have a horse in my subdivision, I said, make sure when you turn around right there, I said, make sure that you don't cut down another 400 trees, because you're going to have to send me about 20 letters, because every single rule in the book I have now broken. That's my boat. That's my trailer. That's my barbecue pit, because we smoked a turkey for Thanksgiving. And that is my golf cart, because I was spinning around taking little kid. I said, everyone in this subdivision has been taking pictures and has just had a blast with my horse. No, my horse doesn't live here. What do you think? He just like does his
Thunder
aqua
stealer.
aerobics in my pool in the backyard.
Come on.
Yeah, talk about stealing my thunder.
Don't act like I'm brand new. You know who I am.
So I just went completely off. And then he got back in his little I'll never forget
You were just
it.
listing off violations.
Every single one of them. I was like, I will write my own ticket.
And make sure you include that.
I did.
And I got a donkey in the back.
Yes, and put it all on one sheet of paper. If I find out that you chopped down 12 trees to write me these tickets, I'm going to really be
You better
pissed.
shrink that font.
And then he gets in his truck and he drives away. And I said, hey.
And another thing.
I wasn't done, Kel. I had so much to still say. And he stops his truck and I flipped every bird I had and I gave him boops, big boops. And I said, happy fucking Thanksgiving. And I was so mad. And then he drove off and I was like, and I stormed back to me. Literally, I walked 2-3 blocks or
You're
whatever.
lucky my horse is hurt or I would have jumped on this bitch and
on
rode
that
away
horse. I'm telling
into
you.
the sunset.
I'm telling you, I was so
Flipping
mad.
the bird.
And I go and I don't even put Shandy in the trailer. I tie him up in the street.
I bet you did.
So I'm like, now I'm going to make all you
Come
cars
see.
go all the way around him. Yep. And
Y'all want to say something?
I walk in the
Come over
house
here.
and I'm like, and all the boys, my dad, my husband, everybody turns around and looks like, what is wrong with you? And I was like, I cannot believe, do y'all know how, everyone is so happy. And here I am just thinking, oh my goodness, these guys are wanting to, oh, you guys want to take a picture?
You about to put a for sale sign in the yard.
They did not want to take a picture. They were trying to give me a ticket. I said,
The audacity
I mean, what?
on Thanksgiving.
I know. Yeah.
Dirty rotten. Oh, we're going to be giving tickets. That's for sure.
Yeah, but
I
ours
can
are
hardly
fun.
wait. Yeah, and they're not going to know that they're fun, but they're going to be like, did I get a ticket because my house is too purple?
Yeah,
Who
because you didn't have the
signed
proper
this?
wreath on the front. Because if you're gonna have a purple, yellow, and blue
You need Mardi Gras.
house, you better be from New Orleans, and you better
Yep.
have some type of festival happening inside.
I'll
when
bring
we walk
beads
in
and
there,
throw them in your bushes.
right? At least decorate the
Oh,
bushes. And can we
Lord.
talk about the manatee that was? What color was that guy? Could you give him a fresh coat of
Purple?
paint?
We don't have manatees here.
But why are you gonna have him looking like that?
I don't know. There
It
was a lot of
literally,
weirdness.
you can go get a little tiny deal at the Ace Hardware, which is right.
Yeah, on the island now.
We drive Lizzo to the Ace. You know me and my tools. And
I'd like
what
to
have
go
you.
see it again.
I know.
Make sure you remember
Make sure
where
what
it is.
remember what it looks like. I know
Exactly.
it's been a minute.
Okay,
but
we'll
I
go on
mean,
that.
seriously, at least if we're gonna give the tickets and do our little ticket writer,
Oh, it's
they're
gonna be
gonna be
hilarious.
solid.
We're going to have to document
We need
that.
to tell him about what was his name?
We called him Harold.
Well, you called him Harold. I didn't call him Harold. You called him.
Oh,
Harold.
that friendly neighbor man that pulled us over.
So we
and
were
was-
we weren't working. We were driving Lizzo around, and we went to a different part of the canal. So there's canals where the beach house is. So you go. We went over to another bridge. We went to a different canal.
That's
So
what
we
it
decided
was.
we were going to go check out the scenery over there and to see if we could come up with any reasons to write people tickets over on that
Oh, there's
side.
plenty.
There was plenty. It was more of it's obviously there's different class levels, I guess. I mean, just like there is.
Yes.
So this was definitely a different class level.
Class B, Class C.
Yeah, this was a higher class subdivision, and so we're driving around in our golf cart and we're just jamming. And do we have Fees with us?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Do we have a Tulsa?
The dog wanted to eat Fee.
Didn't we have? I thought we had an Alpaca with us. No.
I think that was a different trip.
Oh, pickles. But yeah, so we
He
pull.
like waves us down, right? Like, hey,
yeah,
hey.
yeah.
He's
Pulls
got
us
something to
over.
say. Let's see what he's talking about.
So he was literally Kravitz. What's her name? Of the one that talked. Yeah, what is her name? Betty. What's her name? The one that talks about everybody. The one that knows everything about everybody in the subdivision.
Yeah, that
Y'all
was
comment and let me know because y'all know how my brain
That
works.
was her. Self-appointed HOA president over there has the deets on everybody. He wants slow down. Hey, are you guys
He
live
said-
around here?
No, he thought we were from
Armenians.
Yes.
Are y'all
What?
kin to the Armenians?
What does that even mean?
He thinks that we're illegal or we're like into some
I
cartel
know our tan
shit.
was good, but good Lord.
Listen.
I mean, we
Then
did
he-
have a
then
nice
he-
bronze color going on.
he-
It was
he
that good
liked-
sunblock with the sparkles.
Fuck yeah.
That's good sunblock.
He wanted to comment on the lemur, and then he felt the need to tell us
We had to meet the dog that was old, Sandy.
neighborhood watch program. That's what he was.
Yeah.
He said, "This guy over here. Let me tell you about
Oh, he said,
him.
"Do you know? Yeah. Do you
He's
know?
never here."
Do you know Travis? He was. Y'all think I name drop?
Enron.
Yeah.
He said he got all his money from Enron.
He did.
We don't even know that guy on that canal, and he was telling us all his
He told
business.
us when he was home, when he wasn't home.
Yep.
So, I mean, can you imagine if we were like, shh,
These people over there, they're never home.
they're never home. They're
Yep.
gone for 6 months at
They
a time.
live somewhere else. I was like, we got to go, sis.
We
Like,
got-
we've been talking to this old man. Like, it's like talking to my dad. Like, I got to back away. Like, love you. Like,
yeah, gotta
he
go.
will keep going.
But
I'm
one
like,
more.
I'm
I just need to ask.
reaching over, trying to
She is.
pump
She's
the-
whispering in my ear,
pump
going,
the
"Could
gas."
you tell Harold we need to go?" Which is
Yep.
my dad. Yeah,
Because our dads be talking.
Yeah, they do. They're exactly the same. But it was so funny. So by the time we sat there, we were needing a fresh cocktail. We had learned everything in the first six houses.
We
right
know what's
there,
going on over there.
by first name, by last name,
What job they
what
have.
job they had, when little Susie is home, when
They're
she's
gonna be
not
out of town.
when they're gonna be out of town. I knew more about them than I know of my own family.
Seriously, we should have got his number because he knows what's going on.
I know we could shoot him a text. Hey, can you go check my yard?
We're starting the HOA
Yeah.
up over here.
We want to know if you want to take the minutes or if you want to
yes.
maybe
oh,
sit in the back and write the
we'll
tickets.
take
or,
a cruise. He'll be out there.
Oh yeah.
That's his thing. Oh, there's chicks on a golf cart that I don't recognize. Hello, ladies.
Where did y'all come from?
Are you kin to the Armenians?
I mean, he clearly knew we were stranger danger, but
Obviously. Haven't seen y'all around here in a while.
Yeah. Did y'all just move in? When do you go on vacation?
Yep.
Where do you come from? Where do you live? Why are you wearing that
Okay.
white shoe? Why do you...
Ma'am, what
Why-
kind of animal is that? Can I pet your monkey?
Right.
We got to go, Harold. We got to go. We was just going to cruise the loop, catch the sunset, get the drink, and like I have the music paused right now.
Yeah.
Like you're totally messing up our vibe.
Whole total vibe. And
Questions and questions.
and then answers. He would ask his own question and answer his own answer. Kind of
And-
like I
and-
did when I told those people at the HOA when they were trying to give me my own ticket.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I will write my own ticket. I don't need you to write it. In fact, I'll just scratch it on the sidewalk right here and save all the trees. You're welcome.
And another thing,
Yeah. and I even told him how to spell my name.
the right way.
Yeah. Don't be making up words like I do. You can't, if you don't spell my name correctly. Oh, I did tell them.
That it's not even you.
Well, I did tell them, yeah, because, yeah, there used to be another person's name on the HOA, and she's
Oh.
not around anymore. And I was like, make sure when you do send it, make sure you get the right baggage person,
Yup.
bag lady. Yeah, when you send this letter,
Hand deliver it. Don't even waste the postman's time.
you know where I
Y'all know
live.
where I live. And I might have some more violations y'all don't even know about.
Let me know what time you're going to swing by. I'll throw a couple steaks or something on the pit that's in the front yard that's not supposed to be there.
Fire it up. Bring the animals.
Yeah, that wasn't the
they're
first time that I
serious.
had an episode.
HOA episode.
Well, one time I walked out the door and I was taking the youngest to school, and I had a couple of goats. Not a couple. I had about 9 of them at the time that were in the house. I got the cutest little video. I'll have to find it. They're bebopping around on the furniture out there.
Anyone
hopping in.
else, you would think this is a fictitious story.
No,
it's
it's real.
fucking not.
It's real thing. And so I go outside and I'm got on just like a pajama dress type thing. Yeah, titties just out, nothing,
not a care in the world.
nope. Dong, 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 just whatever.
Chasing baby goats.
Yep. Well, I had Gizkins with me, and so he's the one that I put in the scooter that would ride this. You remember Gizkins and Gizzy, and I walk outside and we get in the truck, go drop Garrison off to school, and I come back and boop, right behind my horse trailer, right there.
Boop. Word of the day.
Boop is there. It is again. Is Mr.
HOA.
NBPD.
Oh no.
Oh yes, girl. Mm-hmm. And
They
this
have
is like
escalated.
you'd think they'd send out the same one each time, so at least they know me by now. Like, nah, it's just Tiffany. She's, there's nothing we can do. It's a private street. I'll go out there and say, hey, what's up? What do you got in your yard this time, or what do you have in your house that you're not supposed to have here? Well, this particular time, it's funny. I have particular times, and how many times this has happened? It's happened
This at a
multiple
particular
times.
time.
But this time it was a little different than the others because I had the goat with me and I was about to pee myself. I had to pee so bad. And so I walk out. He's coming from around the trailer and I said, here, hold this. And I hand him the goat I would go back into my house. I go up my stairs. I go inside. I go pee. And I look at my husband. I said, you're never going to believe this shit. And he was like, what? And he's not a morning person. He's like, what is happening right now? I said, freaking NBPD's out front again. And he goes, yeah. And I said, yep. And I just handed him Gizikins. And he goes, what do you mean? I said, I gave him Gizzy. And he goes, why'd you give him Gizzy? And I said, because I had to pee. And he said, well, what are you doing? I said, I'm just letting him stand out there and hold my goat and think about his choices.
Thinking about what is he, how did I get myself?
How am I standing right here? This woman.
She got me.
Yeah.
She got me. I'm about to get booped on.
I did. I just left him out there, standing out there behind the horse trailer.
Looking out the window.
Yeah, I was. A goat in his hand. Yep. And he's just standing there.
6 minutes, babe.
I know. Look at him. He doesn't know what to do. Do I snuggle it? Do I kiss it? Do I
put it on the leash?
Do I
take
hold
it
it
with me?
right here? Do I put it in the trailer?
Animal control.
I know.
Seems kind of small.
What's the next step? He's
confused.
And he was a bottle baby. His mommy had to have a C-section, and so that's why I had him at my house, because I had to bottle feed him all the time. And not to mention, he was cute as all get out. And
bonus.
And that's what I do, And so yeah. And I walked out there, and I said, I know you want to. Well, why are you here? What's up? And he was like, well,
I got a report
that there was a horse in a trailer. He didn't know I was going to walk out with a goat in my hand. And I said, yeah. And he goes, well, I mean, I'm looking at the horse, and the horse seems to be fine. And I said, you don't know anything about horses, do you? And he goes, no, ma'am. And I said, look at that horse's leg. And
this horse is not fine.
This horse is not fine. This horse needs to be in a confined area, has to have, treatments 3 times a day, medication, blah, 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 cannot be out roaming and frolicking in the fields. This horse
not
needs to
living
be
in here.
No, yeah. And he goes, well, I mean, there's really nothing I can do, but I do have to follow up. It is a private street. And I was like, cool.
Oh.
And the whole time we're having this conversation, I'm still making him hold the goat. Because I am not taking the goat. Yeah.
Don't get caught holding the goat.
Don't. I mean, come on. Look, I know what I'm doing. And yeah, I was breaking the rules. I understand that. But I mean, my goodness.
But you smiled.
I did, because it was funny. And I'm thinking, yeah.
And he got to hold a baby goat. He probably went home and told his friends about it.
He did. He went straight back to the stick.
Taking selfies.
He didn't even get out of the subdivision. He got on there and he was like,
red alert.
Breaker 19. Everything's fine in the home front.
There was a goat napping.
There was a goat.
It was me.
Yeah. The horse in the trailer is doing fine, but you're never going to believe what happened next.
Check it out.
He has goggles. He rides on a scooter. His name is Gizzy. Yeah.
Yeah. That was more than he bargained for, clearly, but what a day.
That's what happens when you meet me.
Exactly. Here I am.
You're either going to get booped on. You're going to get booped.
You're going to boop on your shoe.
You're going to...
Something's going to happen.
Kelly's going to boop you with a fork.
That could happen as well.
And I'm just going to boop. Like, it's like the... here I go again.
Fairy godmother.
Stop. What's it called? The where you get booped, where you punked. There it is. Come on, Kel.
Ashton.
Yes, you say that all the time. I was like, come on, help me.
Come on, Ashton, where are you at?
I know.
I know we're getting punked right now.
Yeah.
This is not happening.
No, you're getting booped.
Okay.
See?
I got you.
It's a full-on thing. It's a good word. You're
It's
welcome.
going to be a reality show.
You're welcome.
You got booped.
Yeah, you did in more ways than one, buddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can see some.
I booped that cop. I booped several of them in the front
Yep.
yard. That sounds horribly awkward. I do not
All out in
recommend you.
public.
Yeah, don't be saying that like that. You might want to make sure that you elaborate.
Explain yourself.
Yeah, don't just be
Explain it.
walking around telling everybody that you booped them, because that's just people will be like, ooh, that's so many boops.
That's a good time. I feel sorry for your HOA. Or I mean, at least they're probably have a photo scrapbook of all your evidence and.
My husband reminds me all the time that they hate me, and I'm good with that. It's fine. And then I'm going to get in trouble for this, and I'm going to get in trouble for that. Ironically enough, they haven't sent me a letter in a very, very long time.
Maybe it's on an email.
I could maybe.
We're trying to save the trees because she threatened me.
Kel, now I was thinking I was getting by with all this shit, and now I'm not getting by with nothing, because now they're emailing my letters, because now, well, maybe because I yelled at them, told them not to be killing all the trees.
Recycle paper, hand delivered.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure you put all her
Now you're trespassing. Get off.
all your violations on one
I'm gonna need it. Yeah.
on one
Lined
ticket.
up. Send it
Right.
to my lawyer.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all know we got our own speed dial anyways. But well, today was fun. I had a good time. Thanks for hanging with us on our porch, you guys. We will see you next week. Come and hang with us. Rock me a river. Thanks for hanging on our porch cast. We are fortunate to be fortunate, and I'm so glad you guys were here.
Hope to see y'all soon.
Take care. Love y'all. Bye.